This is Old Man PHP. I create PHP video tutorials for the old guys who want to learn a new skill and compete with the young crowd. Video number 115, N as in Nancy. The reason why I want to do this is going to be a short one is because on the last video we talked about the different big old notation, like the really hard ones, like these guys over here. And in this one, what I want to do is talk about the bubble sort. Now remember, the bubble sort was done, let me see, I have it here. We did this in I forgot which video it was. Let's say we took this right here. Remember this one? Let's do this. Like this. Maybe this will do it. I mean, let's see. Let me just put it over here. Okay, and where is the, what should we be using? I think we're going to be using, remember this one? Because we did this one. Well, so we're going to go to, where the hell is it? Okay, this one. And then the bubble sort sorted it out for us. Remember that one? And hopefully it'll work, because I know it was working, what was it, 2 videos ago? So let's go. There you go. See how it sorted it, right? And look at what we did. We went like this, and we have to go. Remember how we will move, I'll tell you, from a box, and you have to move that one back in there, and then move the other one, and then check. And then you got 2 loops within, so that slowed it down to a P, what it was, an N, the power of 2, right? So that was one way of doing it. Remember, I showed you this on another video way back when we were doing bubble sorts and stuff like this. I thought it was a good idea to have it. We did it using I think I even showed you using it, doing a bubble sort using JavaScript, but or was it just a PHP one? Anyway, this is it right here. So instead of doing it this way, why not? Oh my God. We'll take this, we'll keep this one, and I mean, you know something, I'm going to leave it here for you. We'll just go and do, well, it doesn't do nothing when it's being used. So we'll go here, right? Because it just sits there. And we just get rid of that. Because I wanted to do something else. Because I wanted to think of, I was talking about optimizing that. What is it that we're trying to optimize? How about we put a line here? Oops. So we do this. How about this? We'll do this instead. Let's jump it down. We're gonna be close because I wanna start breaking down the big O one more time, doing separate things, and maybe I will definitely show you diagrams too, just so you can pound it. Because you know, when I went back to, after doing all this stuff and learning, and I went back to my book and all that, like real fat book, the green one, that talked about the big O. Even though that was using PHP, I think they were using C. So, but the idea was the same. And when I went back to it, I was like, I understood it more better. And then I went back to some other stuff that I did way back, and I was like, wow, you know how you visit back your script? So I could have done this better, because I learned more, and I'm like, you know, I could have done this way, blah blah blah. So to optimize, maybe I should just go like this. To optimize, and where is it? This is the carrot. They call it the carrot. Right. Thank you, guys. To optimize this, right, like the bubble set that we just showed you, we usually aim for the ON log approach. So we will do something like let's maybe I should, let's put this one up here so that way you can have it, you know what I'm saying? Okay, let's bring that up a bit. Okay, let's jump down. We're going to use this one. That's why they brought it. This, you know, you could write it up and it's not going to be done. It's not going to do anything because it's waiting for this, and I have it in, I commented out so we don't have to use it. You saw it already, right? Just like over here. So if I'll tell you what, let me save this and let's clear it out. Okay, so what happens is what I wanted to do, okay, come on people, I told them not to be calling me. We usually aim for the, like the old, let me see, we aim for the, right? So, sorry guys. So the most common way to do this is by using, okay, how about this? Let me spell that. Common way to do the sort by using merge, like merging it, merge sort, or a quick sort. What I want to say, strategy. How about that? Strategy. Yeah, that looks. Yeah, that kind of looks like it. And then, so, and now how you implement this? You can. It'll be to achieve a much better efficiency, right? So it's linear arithmetic. That's what they call it. Okay, let me write it. How about we do? Okay, yeah, because I want to do these other ones. I'm right now we're talking and stuff like that. All the stuff that we talk about right now that I'm not writing. Remember, I record these things. I will make sure it gets on the description below. I'll have a file, and this will be Linearithmic. Let me see. Linearithmic. And then I'll say optimized sorting approach. You know, using the, this is gonna break it for me. Using the what? Well, I want to use the divide, right, and conquer. I remember them telling me that. Let's see. I'll probably do a couple of these for the next, because something else I'm going to be. What is it with all this hair? I can't believe it. My hair's falling off. Oh my god. And I had a full fat hair. I'm in my 60s. And I don't even have a lot of white hair either. I guess it's good genes, man. So on the other one, we're using this one, right? This one is a good one. How about one that has, no, this is, oh my god, Andres, why is it that your nose is such a problem? How about we do, let's go to 12. So we'll do, I don't know, 12 like this. And then, the reason I want to do this is because I want to show you how it would look. Doing it like this, you know, will be nice and cleared out. You saw that before. Let's save this just in case. Right? Maybe we should bring this down here. Let's just bring it down here. me just bring it on. I'll have to go back up there. And then what we're gonna do is we'll do something like the function. We're gonna call it merge sort. Whatever. That's the hardest thing to do when you're writing. Is you gotta figure out the names and figure out what names you can create. Let's move this guy down. This would be the end of the road. How about we do this? We'll put it over here. And what I want to do is I want to first calculate like the count. I want to see what the count would be for that. It would be 12. So it would be if I'm going to put space, okay? Man, I had a hard time sleeping last night, man. It's cold. I think I got pneumonia. I just can't understand this. All right. So we got that. We're gonna say if it's always less or equal to, right? Let's say 1, and then we'll do. Let's just break it down like this. I'm pretty sure you already know. Return. Oops. ARR. And then let's see. I'm gonna say that the mid. I'm just gonna say that will be like the count. Remember how we calling it in the middle of the book, the dictionary? It's kind of like the same idea. So I will say ARR. I think we'll say ARR /2. Oops. I'm gonna say 2. It's 1. It won't do anything. It's just, oh man, come on, dudes, come on. Dollar left. You know what else? Let's see. Remember the slice? How we can slice a piece of the pie? And then we could just say $ARR from 0. Remember the index from 0 to whatever. So that would be the mid. How about we put a space there? You think it'll bother? Nah, it would bother, but it looks ugly. All right. So then we say $right. Oops, $right, and that will be ARRA. And then I would say slice it up again, and then we're going to say $ARR and the mid, the old mid. Oh, that's not going to work at all. This doesn't look right. No, because it has to be mid. There you go. And then you want to return it, right? You're going to say return. But right now it's not doing anything. It's just sitting there in memory when you create them. Let me see, what was the name of it? He's going to call himself. Remember that one with dynamic? You go to the menu, you hit dynamic, goes straight down to the middle of the page, and it goes nice and smooth. Remember that one? That was a good one. Always use those things, man, because they love it. They love it. Then we're going to say, we're going to call it up again, and then we're going to say $right. I think we did this already. I don't know. It just seems. Alright, let's see what we got here. I don't know. Would this work? And then I'm going to call this guy, which I haven't finished yet. I know this is a little different than the other one. I like the bubble sort, but you know, it slows down. This one will be a faster situation. Okay, let's get it. Oops, daisy. That will be that one. So I'm gonna say. I'm gonna have me some sardines. Okay, now when we're doing this, what I wanted to do is I want to create a separate array. And then I'm going to go through the while loop. Let's say count of dollar left. Oh man, it's greater than 0. And is the count dollar right greater than 0? That looks ugly. That looks okay, so I'm gonna put a space there. I'm gonna put a space here too. There you go. And then what we do is we go like this. Nope, 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 nope. What's wrong with you? Plus I'm waiting for a packet. If, so I have to pay attention. Dollar. Let's say we're gonna say left, right? We're gonna look at it 0. This is like the same idea as the other one that I showed you. It's just doing it this a little different. The other one seems a little, but this one I love. When I started playing around with it, I was like, yeah. Dude, there's several ways of doing it, really, to tell you the truth. Let's put that like that. Let me see. Why don't you put a space here? Like that. And then we'll do. Okay. I have to think about this for a second. Let me take a sip. A little sip of that coffee, a little bit of cocoa in it. Let's see what we got. Guys, take a break. Get another sip of that coffee. Alright, let's get on with it. Then we're gonna go and we're gonna say, well, if this is gonna, then I'm gonna add it to, I'm sorry, a dollar. It's just another way of doing it. The other way, I don't know. It's, you're gonna say, no, that's not what I want to do. What we're gonna do here? I want to take what I had on the left, and I'm gonna use the array shift. Remember I told you got the shift and the unshift. Puts it in the front. So we're gonna say an unshift. Let me see, unshift. Puts it in front of the shift, moves it back. So what we're gonna do is, oh man, come on, dude. That's not what I want. I want the shift. Oh, sorry guys, man. Really, I am so sorry. I really been getting sick. I don't know. And then we're gonna say wait a minute, that's not right. There you go. I'm gonna say array. Let's go shift, and this would be the right. And of course, we're gonna do this, and of course, let me see if this one. Let's do this. This one. All right. Let me see. This one belongs to that one. This one belongs to that one. This one belongs to that one. Right? And then you got, let me see, this one. Then you have 1, 2, and then you have here. I want to return, right? Otherwise, what are you doing if you're not going to show people? So you have to return it. And you're going to say merge $rs $left $right. Some of these are stupid names, but the only way I could have just said it differently. Okay. Well, oh, Yeah, that's part of that. Let's take that out. Alright, let's save this. Okay. I don't know. Some. Right now I don't see any errors. Okay, how about we just look what it looks like? So I would say I would do it before. Remember how we used to do it? We do the echo thing. So we say echo like that. Tree. Then you got your print underscore R. You got your merge sort. This is going to call it, right? And you're going to use AR. Senior citizen, what is your name? Remember when you sort something and it has these kind of things? Let me see. Like this one. It'll sort this right. Like it'll do this one first. Then on the next one it'll be 10, 11, and 12. Something like that. It always takes those two of them. It's going to be always behind the number one. So if you can have like 9, comma, or a whole bunch of them, or let's say 30, it'll do those first. And then it'll do, not 30. No. I'm not going to say 30 because it'll break down to 10. So it'll be 10. So you always have these guys first, and then everything else from 10 to 30 will come afterwards. But of course, it'll be, sorted out. I'm thinking. Let me see. And I know let me see. I wasn't gonna do a video today, but let me see. I'm doing a painting. Not painting, I don't know. Let's see. There you go. Huh? See? It did it. Remember how I showed you that first, what was it? This one. Remember this one right here? It did this bubble sort. Same idea. I like this one too, but it's slow. But with this one, you do it much better. Even though it's a little bit of more writing. Because this is like a massive upgrade from this stuff. Right? Because bubble sort is a bubble. Let's see. I should write this down. It's gonna all have that. I'll do this one, but I'm not gonna write more because I'll have it ready. I have a person that will read my stuff and write it out. So if you did oh shit, what the hell happened here? I'm not even typing this. What's going on here? Okay, so if you did like this, bubble, how did I do that? Because you weren't looking, Andres. PHP, old man. And this will be O like this, and oops, daisy, and caret number 2. And then I have an idea to and it's like if you have like 1,000 items, it'll take roughly like 1 million operations. Because right now we only have, what is it, 12, and this took a little. I mean, it was a little quickie. It was quick, but it still took up. But if you got 1,000, it would take us. So this right here, what is it? This will slow it down to that point. But with the merge sort, that is this. Don't worry, I'm gonna have all this thing written down because I don't feel like writing it right now. So I'm just gonna say with the merge sort, which is this. See, this one is that one up here. This one is this one right here, right? So with the merge sort, that would be O and That's not how you write it, is it? Log, and there you go. Now, if you have 1,000 items, it takes roughly 10,000 operations. Let me write this down over here. If you have 1,000 items, it takes about 1, 2, 3. That could. Let's put it in here. How about that? That will do that. Operations. And this one, if you did, let me write this thing here. Let's write this. I don't want to repeat myself. If you did 1,000 items, it'll take you about it would not. It would take you about like that. About 10,000. It will take you about 10,000 operations. See the difference? And this is why this will be a better deal. So then when you're talking with your friend, with the people in the job, and join us, oh, you write down on the board, so no, this will be an n log n, and then people will be like, oh, I agree, because it will take less. So then we'll go with that. Then they'll figure out how to even make it even more better, as you go along. But for now, if you do it like that with the merge, it'll be a much better. Now, as your data grows, remember the difference between these two programs is that it finishes in a fraction of a second, and one that hangs for a minute. So remember when I did that before this here, it was like a little. It was fast, because it was only a little bit, but it wasn't that. But this one came out like real fast. It came out real fast. So it would hang, right? The other way would hang. Anyway, we reached the bottom. If you did learn something from this, can you please give me a thumbs up, subscribe. This will help my channel, really. I'm just an old guy trying to survive. And I want to get it to a point so that way I can, make better videos, and I will because what I wanted to do was break down the data structure just a little bit more, because I do have other things that I kind of played around with, and I already gave you a lot, to tell you the truth, but I think maybe give it another go, and more like, instead of giving it to you like a whole bunch of ways like I was doing this and all that, just making it more, I don't know, more basic, more easier to understand. So I'm going to do that. And then after that, we're going to move on, okay? So anyway, please give me a thumbs up. Help me out. Well, until next time, a good night.